I don't know what happened. But I mean, it's only 3 o'clock. That's okay. Um, I don't know. We got up a little bit later. I got out for my run a little bit later. She just went down for her nap a little while ago. Anyway, um, I got this nice zit there. You know, it's probably because I waxed the other day. I waxed for the first time. I don't even know when the last time was, and I totally forgot to wax my armpits. I mean, they're not bad, but I mean, what the hell? How do you forget? They're not bad. I really waxing was one of the best things I've ever done. I mean, I started years ago, and now the hair doesn't really grow back that much. Anyway, seashell spirit cards. No, she up? She'll fall back asleep. Maybe she isn't falling asleep yet. She's tired though. She didn't even nap when we went out for the run. I wasn't out that long though. I don't know why I was struggling today. Maybe I'll go back out. I'm at least going to go back out for a walk because what the heck is this? Because I only ran for a half hour. It's not long enough. The Three of Water, a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, birth announcement, the need to have more fun. Got two up. You got Archangel Michael twice, which means Archangel Michael must be around you very strongly. The World, a job well done, contentment and gratitude, path towards enlightenment. The Emperor, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Look at that. Allison, general. Somebody from your past. You may be hearing from somebody from your past. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may hear from them out of the clear blue sky when you least expect it. No longer feeling so weighed down by the weight of the world, but feeling a little bit more like life is coming back into balance. The Magician is here. You have the ability right now to create or manifest just about anything you want. So focus on what you want more of. Ronnie, general. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. Feeling like you're coming to a point in your life where you have some natural good luck. You could have a Capricorn enter that may be of significance. Nine of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. Feeling compensated or more respected at work brings in more money. Starting a new journey of some type. Empress. Empress Beauty, career. You got a cause for celebration coming towards your career. You also have a wish. Put it out into the universe. You're heading towards all 10 cups being full. So all areas of your life should be improving as you move forward into 2021. It also looks like your career is moving forward pretty quickly with the Three of Pentacles, which is a business relationship built on solid ground with long-term potential, where both people benefit. Got some ambition coming in too around your career. Light soul, love. Could have a new beginning on the horizon, possibly with a Sagittarius. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Be careful if you don't want children. Listen to your intuition. Feeling like the next relationship that you enter, it may take off quickly. Six of Pentacles, two people that put in equal to the relationship, two people that get equal out. Whoops. Allison C. Did Vanessa go to the DRS or a job interview? Okay. Did Vanessa go to the DRS? Did Vanessa go on a job interview? I think she went to the DRS. And next, should I become a detective or a psychotherapist? A detective is so interesting. I don't know. I think that detective is interesting. Let's see what the cards say. Should I become a detective? Okay, should I become a psychotherapist? Detective. Both careers look like you would you wouldn't be holding yourself back and they would move forward quickly, but it comes up a little bit higher as detective. I love, you ever watch Forensic Files? And like a cat hair in the back of like a Buick from 1982 convicts somebody of murder 25 years later. I find that shit fascinating. Anyway, you'd be successful in either one. Detective comes up higher. CC, general from Moo and I for the rest of the week. How does he feel about me? I think he may try to see you at some point this week. But the relationship does show that it's going to be very out of balance. Three of Cups is cause for celebration. He's going to be looking to either meet up with you or hang out or hook up or something. Two of Pentacles in reverse. This relationship is out of balance. Your feelings for him are much different than his for you. Like he told you the other day, he'll hook up with you. But I don't think that you're going to get much more than that from him at this point. I do think he's going to try to see you sometime this week. Sepia General. Okay, you got a Capricorn coming in that could be of significance, feeling like the world is at your feet. Six of Cups, you may be spending time or hearing from somebody from your past. Could just be an old friend, but whatever it is, it would be pleasant. Four of Swords, taking time for rest, relaxation, self-care. No longer holding yourself back, and you may be presented with a job opportunity or a business situation where you would be well compensated, well respected, and it would have long-term potential. Wheel of Fortune, coming into a time in your life where you've got some good luck coming in. Interesting. I just heard, I was going through, flipping through the channels, and one of the news stations was talking about the Grand Conjunction, which is happening on the winter solstice. And This has not happened in 800 years. So something better, something good better come out of this for everybody that deserves it. I don't know. I'm a big fan of like karma and justice. I want to see people get the karma that they deserve, whether it be for better or for worse. Anyway, I don't know. I just heard it when I was looking for the cartoon channel for her. Emily, love reading single. And I can't remember if they said it was forming the Christmas star or it was forming the winter star. Probably the winter star, because like according to paganism and like Christianity, it's the similar time, you know? I never finished watching that movie, The Greatest Story Ever Told. But anyway, it's probably Winter Star. But either way, it's supposed to be significant. God help me. You may be very undecided about how you feel about love moving forward. If you've been hurt and you feel like the love has run out, you may be feeling like I don't want back in this game because I feel like I've been put through the ringer and I don't want to deal anymore. But that's going to change. You got a water sign coming in that could be of significance: Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have an earth sign: Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Now that also could be where the confusion comes in or where the uncertainty comes in. There is success around love. The earth sign might be Capricorn. You may be wanting to hold yourself back, or your head is telling you to hold yourself back, but I think your heart makes you dive in. Kiki, should I continue using this anxiety medicine? I'm not a big fan of medication, but that's only my opinion. Should I continue taking this anxiety medication? Okay, the cards suggest yes, you should, and I would definitely not make any decisions without consulting your doctor first. Some people need medication, you know, like some people are legitimately bipolar and they have an issue. And then there are some people that are depressed because something shitty happened. Like, you know, if you're depressed because something shitty happened, that's normal. I don't really feel like those people need to be medicated. The cards indicate that it would not be a good time to come off the medication. But if you feel like it's not helping, or if there are side effects or something, I would talk to your doctor about it. I have felt, and I swear to this, that physical exercise is what's helped me with anxiety, and I struggled with it for years. Really bad at one point. At one point, I remember, like, I just never wanted to be home. I just always wanted to be out. I didn't want to be alone. So even like in the middle of the night, I was lucky that one of my friends was a cop, so she would be up all night because she would be like on patrol or whatever. And if she wasn't busy, I would be able to talk to her. But I would be at the all night drugstore. I would be anywhere that was open, talking to anybody. And I don't like to talk to people, but you know, it's bad and it's a serious thing. People that suffer from anxiety, it's no joke. But I would discuss it with your doctor first. I don't know. Cards are indicating you should stay on it for right now. April for the next 2 weeks. Being at the right place at the right time makes you feel prepared. No longer holding yourself back, life starts to move forward. It could have something with moving homes, changing homes, relocating homes, Wheel of Fortune coming into a point in your life where you have good luck. Four of Wands also could be upgrading a relationship to the next level. Success comes in around a new, it could be a new home or a new, yeah, it could be changing homes, upgrading your home, looking into it, something like that. Capricorn may come in too. That may be important. Maybe an important person. I think there was another one from Sepia, but I haven't seen the question yet. Adriana, how did he feel yesterday about me stating what I want in a relationship? He actually felt pretty good about it. He felt like he's not holding himself back, like you two have a nice connection, or what you want is doable, feels focused, and like things could change for the better. Whatever it was that you said to him was very, what do you call it? Like, it was like doable. It wasn't anything that was too crazy. Kiki, should I start exercising again? Yes, definitely. I don't know where you live, but I know with asthma, as a kid, I had it. And I mean, when I was a kid, like I was sick all the time. But as I got older, like I remember running as a kid, it always hurt my chest. My chest always hurt. I didn't start running like as a runner until I was 25. And of course, I didn't do it for myself. I did it because my friend, the one that was going to become a cop, needed to lose 40 pounds before she was going to be accepted to even start the process of, you know, all the things that you have to go to become a cop. So she had to lose 40 pounds. So I agreed to go running with her. And the way we started literally was like, it was like a state park, and it was a circle around the lake. So we would be like, okay, we'll run from here to that bench. We'd get to the bench, we'd walk. Okay, from that lamppost to that tree. That's how we started. I fell in love with running. She always hated it. But between running and hot yoga, the being in the humid room really has done a world for my lung capacity. And I didn't even realize it until I went back to my voice lessons. I didn't realize the lung capacity I had until I actually needed to like focus on my like holding a note and my voice teacher was like, I wasn't taking lessons with anyone else. And I said to her, I go, it's got to be from the time that I spend in yoga in the hot room. It has increased my lung capacity just from breathing in that moist air and also learning how to breathe. It will make a world of difference. I don't know right now where you live or what the lockdowns are like, but if you have hot yoga anywhere near you, even if physically you find that the exercises are hard and you need to take a break and lay down, most teachers would never give anybody a hard time for laying down, but just being in that room, that humid room, the it's amazing the lung capacity that I've gained. And I have every once in a while in the cold, if I'm out in the cold, I'll wheeze a little bit, but nothing like I was when I was a kid. I mean, probably right through high school, I had all kinds of shit. Um, Exercise is excellent for everything. The only downside I would say to exercise is that some people take it too far, and then they're like I've had people come in and they're like, well, I pulled my back out and I couldn't get out of bed, but I took muscle relaxers, so I'm here. I'm like, not a good idea. But there is no downside to exercising, I don't believe, unless you take it to the extreme. But just spending time in that heat will definitely help the lungs immensely. You could also practice breathing exercises on your own. You can find a YouTube tape, a video. They're usually pretty simple. Of course, when I first started, that used to make me crazy. I used to feel like, well, what if I'm not doing it right? Well, what happens if I'm counting to 4, but one of the counts is off and I'm holding it for longer than I should? And I would make myself nuts over that. And then I got to the point where I was like, as long as you're fucking breathing, you're doing it right. But exercise will help. Absolutely. Um, and start off slow. You know what I mean? Even if you're practicing breathing exercises in your bedroom at night, a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, it's going to make a world of difference, I promise. Kira, general around Daniel and I for the next week. It looks like you may be taking time for rest and relaxation. Maybe you're doing something together. I don't know, like something restful and relaxating. Um, Watching a movie, something like that. It looks like your relationship starts to strengthen. It also looks like it starts to move forward, and there's a little bit of ambition around it. Next week should be good. I don't know where you guys are. Like, I don't know if he's in town or not, but it doesn't matter because, you know, sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. It could be that the ambition comes back when he returns back, but the connection is still there, or the connection's still growing. Adriana, when is he going to tell me what he's feeling for me? Significant conversation can happen between 8 days and 2 weeks. Pretty soon. Kira, general for the next 3 days. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Please be careful if you don't want children. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. Things change for the better quickly in the next 3 days. And you could be taking some time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Amy, general relationship reading with my partner, Rogus. Will it improve? Okay, we've been fighting. Let's see. Let me ask first. Will the relationship itself improve? Okay. Well, according to, like, if it's just a yes and no question, I would say there's a lot of work here that needs to be done before improvement happens. 33% chance yes with one ace. But there is heartbreak around this situation. And then the hermit would be somebody that's pulling themselves back, or they're taking time to themselves to figure out what it is that they want, but they're not talking. They're kind of closed off and not expressing exactly how they feel. All right, now let me look into the relationship itself. It's a road. I mean, there's possibility because the final card is the Empress, which is love, money, abundance, and fertility. Please be careful with that card if you don't want kids. But there is possibility for improvement here, but it's going to take work. So somebody here may be not putting in the effort, and then you may feel like there's a whole hell of a long road ahead of you before things get better. You could feel genuinely hurt. He may as well. And then there's disappointment around the situation. It could get better, worse before it gets better. But the optimistic part is that there is a very good chance of it getting better. You both have to put the work in. Kira, will my app to the diversion program be approved? Will my app to the diversion program be approved? Got good luck around the situation. I think so. It might not happen right away, or it may not happen as fast as you wanted to, but it should get approved. Oh, this wig reminds me of cotton candy, like that you get at the circus. Not that I've been to the circus. Yeah, how funny is it though? When we were kids, we used to go to the circus. I think it was my grandfather or my uncle. Somebody used to get tickets, and my brother is deathly afraid of clowns. He never told us this until he was an adult. And I don't know how many times we went into the circus. Um, you know, the music is kind of creepy, like circus music. It is kind of creepy. But anyway, really funny. And when he was 5, my mom had a clown come to his birthday. And, you know, at the moment, you don't realize it. But if you look at the pictures now, you could see he was terrifying. A lot of people were afraid of clowns. I don't know. Uh, reading for next week. Okay, you've got The World at Your Feet, growth and transformation coming in next week. Living a disappointment and heavy energy in the past and moving forward. You're hearing from somebody you haven't heard from in a while out of the clear blue, and heading towards all 10 cups being full. Starting next week, you're on your way to lighter energy. Things seem to fall into place easier. Like things don't seem so difficult. You're moving on to a better time. Walking away from things that no longer serve you brings in new choices. 7 of Cups. Oh, thank you, Prussian. Thanks. Ronnie, spiritual until the end of the year. Don't you get sometimes so tired of all that stuff that you just want to escape from it? I do. Like, I got so mad at somebody recently that said something. I don't remember what we were talking about, but she was like, oh, you got to get deeper into your own spirituality. And I just wanted to punch her in the throat. I was like, I'm tired of all this shit. Got good luck coming in around you, growth and transformation. You see, that's the thing about this. Once you start to get, like, once your eyes start getting opened and you start hearing things and you start getting in touch with your intuition and you really believe things, you know, like you have like a code or whatever it is that you live by, you can't shut it down. You can try, but you just can't. And it can be it can be a little disappointing because sometimes it takes a long time to get to where you need to go, and it can be very frustrating. It also can be scary at some points, but it looks like your spirituality, I mean, you're moving forward, there's no doubt, between now and the end of the year. Your intuition is always pretty much spot on. Hearing things, you're probably going to start to see things, and then that, like, inner knowing. One thing that Lori said to me the other day that stuck with me, and I don't know if anybody else may agree with this, but some of the things that maybe we want in, like, the physical world, and then it looks like we don't get what we want or we don't get what we need, and other people, things seem to move forward quickly for them or whatever. She said, and I agree with this, and I almost hate that I agree with it, because once again, it leads us back to more waiting. But she said, you know, some people get like immediate gratification. They get what they want in the moment, but in the long term, it doesn't last. Sometimes you have to go through all of this crap, and then whatever it is that you get, wherever it is that you get to, that end result is something that's lasting. And I agree with that, but it's like, I feel like so many people have just been waiting and waiting, and like, oh yeah, good times coming, good times coming. Good things are coming. And it's like, who's getting locked down, who's losing their job, who is lonely. It's very frustrating, but I think that especially with you've come a long way just in like the last year or so. I think it's going to continue to grow. Not that you can't fall off or get pissed off or have setbacks, because anyone can, and that's natural. But it's like this is your path and you're on it. Good luck. Like, I remember being very young and always believing that good will always overpower evil. And I always felt like, oh, it might take a long time to see it, or it may not happen right away, or things could get worse before they got better. But I always believed it. And then the older I got, I was like, you know what? That's just not true. That's me being naive. And like, I hate to say that because it sounds so negative, but I just see so many people that are doing the right thing and they're putting in the effort and they're making the right choices and things just keep blowing up for them. But I still, somewhere deep in my soul, believes that good will overpower evil. That's why I had a hard time with when I was like um, looking into, like, they call it the left hand path, excuse me, which is more like the black magic. I think that you got to explore it to see if it's for you or not, but it just didn't sit right with me. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to summon demons, but I do believe that there's a lot of that out there, and I think it can be really powerful. Anyway, that's a side note. Ishtar, outcome if I offer my e-dictionary. Outcome if I offer my e-dictionary. Uh, Happiness, starting a new journey. Um, Whatever this is, you could be being guided by the universe to do so. It could be for the best thing that you've done to the university in the country S. It may prove to be a financial gain for you. Sister, so we were fighting today, and the fact that he wants to sleep with other people, I shouldn't expect him to just be sleeping with me. Why is he acting like this? Oh boy. Well, he feels like he wants to explore options. He also feels like, well, you know, it's like he says it, but he has a lot of anxiety around actually doing it. He might be talking more than he's actually capable of. I know that that sounds crazy, but he may be like talking more than he's actually doing. Um, he does want to explore options. He feels like he's in a time in his life where, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that marriage. But he's growing and transforming as a person. He may have felt very constricted by that marriage, and he may be feeling like, I don't know why he just doesn't leave. But I don't know if he got married young or if he got married on a whim or what the hell happened. But he may have felt like it's been um, restricting him so much. He just wants to break out and experience different things. I don't think I think he's much more talk than he is action. Around you and him, you got a new journey and happiness. You also have a wish around the situation. But he's like, he reminds me of like a caged animal. Like, he's been in a cage for so long, he just wants to get out and experience everything, and he's going to run crazy. But that's what he's saying. I don't know that he actually does it. Listen to your intuition around him. Your intuition is spot on. I don't know if you believe that he's like bigger talking than he is actually doing, but that's what's coming up. He wants to sleep with other people, but will he? I don't know. I mean, if he has the opportunity, I just don't know how much opportunity he's going to have. I mean, he's, you know, he talks like he's tough, but yet, if he's so tough, why is he blocking you? You know, well, he's blocking you out of fear that someone's going to find out. He's not blocking you because you did anything wrong. He's trying to keep himself not in trouble. So, what's he going to do? Block everybody? And what? If he thinks that he's not going to come across somebody who's going to be totally crazy and blow him up? Because, you know, some women will just walk away, but every once in a while you could get a crazy one that will go right to the wife and tell her exactly what's going on. Um, and I can't understand how he doesn't think that's hurtful. But I think that sometimes people try to make things okay in their own head. He probably knows it's hurtful, but he's just trying to deny that. April, general for Peter and I. Knight of Cups. Could be a romance moving forward. You also have some good karma around the situation with long-term potential. You might need to have patience with him. Got the soulmate connection card. I know that you're like a little unsure of how you feel about him, but it could grow over in time. This could be one of those soulmate connections that you might feel like it's weird or it's not really there or you're not 100% sure. But I think if you explore the opportunity, and I think there's going to be a chance to explore the opportunity moving forward. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Let's see what happens. Before the end of the year, I think you should be seeing him in person at least once, maybe more than that. Cam, just the dynamic between Alan and I. Okay, let's see. All right, I don't know where you are in the relationship, but there's focus, potential, and abundance. So I would say if this was somebody that you wanted to pursue romantically, there is focus on the relationship with potential and abundance. Maybe a good match. Cece, when will my next relationship be? With M, Moo, or someone new? I know I asked before, but I'm wondering an update on the current energy. Okay, let's see. It's with a fire sign. I think it's someone new. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. M comes up with in a third party situation. Is there somebody else around him? Mu comes up as a disaster with the tower. But then there's a fire sign here around somebody new. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Maybe a Sagittarius that there's a new beginning with. It could be within the next 11 weeks. Red, how's the weekend going to go? The weekend, you might feel like everything you set out to accomplish, you never get there. Like it's like you can never finish anything this weekend. Chariot's in reverse, strength is in reverse, perseverance is in reverse. The one positive that you have this weekend is money's coming in or money's on the horizon. No longer holding yourself back, and romance may be okay or love could be okay. But if you're like, have like the intention of, I don't know, doing holiday shopping or doing holiday decorating, you may feel like you can't get out of your own way to get it done. Ishtar, I can't have any good communication with my... I can't have any good communication with my coworker V in my project. Should I keep trying to cooperate with her or should I leave the project? She's the one who's evaluating my project. Oh boy. Okay, should I leave this project? Cards indicate that you should leave the project. If you're feeling that frustrated and you can leave it, I would leave it. Doesn't look like she's going to make it any easier. She may be jealous or something, and she may not want to see you succeed. I don't know. I don't trust it because why isn't she communicating with you if you guys are working on the project together? Like you guys are both working towards the same goal. There's nothing to be competitive about. If you leave the project, well, you won't get any in any trouble or for that, right? If you're not going to get in any trouble, I would leave it. Kira, will Daniel continue to pursue me after our conversation today, or is he giving up? He's not giving up, but he is pulling his energy back. So he's not going to pursue you in the same way. I don't know what went on in the conversation, but he isn't going to he's not going to push, and he's not going to put in effort if he feels like there's no potential. So he may pursue you, but not in the same way. Unless you have another conversation. T-Bet, love. Cause for celebration comes in around the soulmate connection. It also looks like it could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have a Pisces here as well. The love cup is full around the Pisces. You also have a Taurus coming in. You got your options here are like immense. Keep your options open until you're sure of what you want, because once you make that decision, things will move forward with that person pretty quickly. April for this weekend. Could have a little bit of adventure that comes in out of the blue this weekend. That's exciting. Passion may come back this weekend. Starting a new journey, possibly with a new love connection this weekend. This weekend should be nice. You've got the Magician too, so you can manifest what you want. Kira, general for the rest of December. Be careful that you're not holding yourself back. First thing that comes up here is that you're kind of holding yourself back. You've got good karma coming in. You also have some choices coming in. Moving on to greener pastures, life changes for the better quickly. Just watch that you're not holding yourself back and like punishing yourself. Have you ever done that? Like, this sounds so stupid, but this happened to me once. This is so dumb, but this is how we are sometimes. Okay, I had to teach a class at, I don't know, I guess class was like 5:30 to 6:30, and at like 5:25, the 7 o'clock teacher that was supposed to come in and teach at 7 texted me with some kind of bullshit, so she couldn't come in. Now, she's full of shit because this one does it all the time. And it's always the same cock and bull story about her son being sick, and it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And it's always at the last minute. Like, it's 7 o'clock at night. The kid hasn't been sick all day, and he's older, too. It's not like he's 5. Anyway. Now, instead of putting myself first and just saying, no, I'm not available, I can't do it, I did it, right? But I was so mad that it's like I was starving and because to teach Pilates at 5:30, I'm not going to eat before class because it's impossible to do Pilates on a full stomach. I'm like, oh, it's an hour. I'll just eat when I get home. But then now I'm not going to get home until 9, where I thought I was getting home at 7. So instead of going home and just eating dinner at 9 o'clock, I got pissed off and I went to bed. And, you know, I don't know. I was telling one of my friends about it. I'm like, I totally punished myself. So stupid. Like, why I would do such a thing. Like, anybody else would just be like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not available. Call someone else. But I did it. I was pissed. I felt like My needs don't matter to anyone. Everybody's inconsiderate. And I went home and punished myself. So I don't know. With the Eight of Swords, that kind of like punishing myself sort of thing came up. Not that you would be as dumb as I was, but just make sure that you're not punishing yourself. What was that, the general for December one? I think it was. Um, Tracy, who's coming towards me in love? Soulmate connection could be coming in with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There's also a Gemini here, both with long-term potential. Adriana, what's going to be coming with him? A relationship could start that's very well balanced, where you're both putting in effort, both getting a lot out of it. Might need to have a little bit of patience. There's good karma coming in around the situation, and also a relationship that's peaceful and serene. New me. Tell me about this Four of Cups, King of Cups coming for the love and reading. So the King of Cups. Okay, what's going on here with this King of Cups? The King of Cups, it comes with a new, or either he either is a business owner, or he, Ace of Pentacles is usually a new business opportunity. It also could be a new beginning. Either he comes in, he's a business owner, or he could be coming in around the same time that you start a new job. It might be a timing thing. He's like a wish comes true, or he's like the kind of person that you've wished for. He's grounded, stable, sincere. He's very successful. He may have like a successful business. The Magician, you can manifest him in. Here he is, King of Cups. He's loving, kind, caring, grounded, stable, down to earth, very intuitive. Sepia, you missed missing love, and the second one was career. Okay. Love. Growth and transformation comes in around your love life with the Death card. It looks like you have a Libra coming in. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also could have a Libra and an Aquarius coming in. That may be possible choices. Feeling like you've got some good luck coming in around love. Perseverance. If your love life has been less than stellar lately, perseverance can take your love life to the next level. It may take a minute, but when it happens, it seems like it happens out of the blue. So it's like it could be nothing, 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 and then all of a sudden 3 people show up in the same week. That shit happens sometimes. I would say, yeah, there's an Aquarius coming in here pretty strong. No longer feeling weighed down by the weight of the world, but feeling a little undecided moving forward. You may have a couple of options coming in that, you know, you could go from everything's boring to all of a sudden now I don't know who I like more, or I don't know who would be a better partner. That's good. That's good. That's a good problem to have. Career. Well, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. So there's a large sum of money heading your way. Could be a sign-on bonus. It could be extra money that you make. Maybe it's a bonus even at your current job at the end of the year. Whatever it is, there's money coming in. Success comes in around career. Growth and strength comes in around your career. New job opportunities around the end of the year into the beginning of the year. Possibly at least one, maybe two. That also could be starting a new job or a new business opportunity. I think that this is a day job, though. I don't think that this is starting a new business. But Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Life comes back into balance. Three of Pentacles, business relationship with long-term potential that both people get a lot out of, and it functions very well. Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles reverse. Financial stability comes in. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. Judgment, being at the right place at the right time. It's possible that one of these job opportunities happens because you're in the right place at the right time. I think that you have more than one opportunity coming in around the end of the year, early next year. And you may have to make a decision. I also think that you have a side business thing that may be happening, but that's a side business. I don't really look at that right now like career. TD, general around this weekend. Perseverance, Seven of Wands. Hearing from someone you haven't seen or spoken to out of the clear blue sky. Strength comes in, or it could be a Leo comes in. Could be a romantic interest. Could be a new romantic interest. It's a Leo comes in. This person may be around you and you haven't noticed them yet. They may make themselves available, or that you may notice them this weekend. I don't know what your situation is, but here. Love cup is full, and the Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children. Love may be good this weekend. Beautiful one. What to expect with the Pisces. Listen to your intuition with this Pisces. Got the Judgment card. So you may be feeling like it's being guided by the divine, and there is possibility of having a relationship that's very well balanced. Two people put into exactly what they're getting out of. Here's the Pisces. You may also feel like your life has moved on to greener pastures. There you go. Maria, journal with my meeting with T and R on Monday. Overall, you should feel relief, like it went really well. There may be moments where you're pissed off or you're disappointed, but for the most part, you should feel like it went really well. You also have some good luck on your side, and you're being guided by the divine. Golden eyes. Oh, the jewelry store, Anna Silver with one N. And then the other one was Archie's, I think it was. Archie's Gallery or Archie Gallery. Yeah, I think I got this for like $5. And it's Convulsion Calcite. Anna is also very, very, very reasonable. Adriana, is sex getting close? Okay, let's see. Yeah. Have a good time. Golden eyes. Will A and I get closer? I feel like there's a third party and he's having family problems. Okay, let's see. Will A and I get closer? Yes. It could be a long road, though. It may not happen right away. There's kind of a long road ahead of you. There is a third party. Three of Cups in reverse. And you're right, he is having family issues. Jay, how is Amy feeling about me today? Feels that you're kind, caring, intelligent, you have a lot of potential, and you're very attractive. She also feels very connected to you today. I don't know if she was being extra distant, because she could be extra distant when she feels connected. Allison, will Vanessa get a job at UCI, and if so, when? Will Vanessa get a job at UCI? Yeah, she could get a job there. Let's see when. Might not be until the spring. Could be early spring. Kira, Daniel, and I for the rest of December. Rest of December, it looks like you may be feeling like you could breathe a sigh of relief. You may be pretty content with the way things are going. Listen to your intuition. It looks like he may either give you the space that you need, or, I mean, he comes up as putting in, the relationship comes in as two people that are well balanced, putting in as much as you get out of it. But I don't know. Like, if you tell him to back off, he's going to back off. But if you tell him to back off and you really want him to come forward, it's going to create a lot of chaos in this relationship. So I would be careful of telling him that you want him to do something that you don't really want him to do. Because it looks like he's like one step forward, one step back, one step forward, one step back. And he may get to the point where he feels like he doesn't know what you want, and that's going to frustrate him. And he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's going to stick around and wait for things. Like, if you're not being honest with him, or you're, telling him one thing, but you really want something else, he could get a little frustrated with that. It doesn't look like if you tell him to back off, he's going to back off. If you tell him to come forward, it looks like he puts in enough effort. So I would say just be careful with what your intentions are. If you want him to come forward and you want to be in a serious relationship with him, it looks like that's where this is going, because the Six of Pentacles is a very balanced relationship. But if you tell him to go away, he will go away. Lara, general on Alina. Okay, she may be very regretful about something that happened recently, or she may be holding on to some regret. She does have a nice thing happening with money and school or work. Eight of Pentacles could either be school, going back to school, going back to work, learning a new area of study. Five of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan makes her feel relief. It also looks like she may have decisions to make, and she's suffering from feeling very undecided. But the weight of the world is slipping off her shoulders, feeling a little bit less burdened, and feels like her life is moving forward nicely with the Chariot. Fire sign around her that could be significant: Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Allison, if she gets the job there, how will it go? My ex works in the department that she wants to go, and it's not that big. I don't want gossip or drama. Three of Cups in reverse. There's some kind of interference. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. But that's the way it always is. Yeah. Six of Cups is somebody from your past. The Three of Cups in reverse is interference. That could bring anxiety. But you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't affect you one way or the other. It's like, I'm very sensitive. So I don't want to hear anything. Like, don't tell me anything. I don't want to talk about exes, unless I'm like totally over it. But even then, I usually don't want to hear any gossip. I don't want to know. Just go about your business. Leave me the fuck alone. But some people love that. Like when I worked at A&P, there was one guy that used to love to tell me, guess who was here last night? And I just want to punch him in the fucking face. Because he liked to start trouble and he wanted to, and I don't want to play into that kind of shit, but you're human and you don't want to always open up that can of worms again. So there may be a little bit, you might hear something, or there could be, oh, guess who I spoke to today, or that kind of bullshit. But it doesn't seem like it affects you or that it's that big of a deal. If you don't give it the attention that she'll want you to give it, then it'll go away. Because, it's only a big deal for like 5 minutes. And then, or who cares anymore? You know what I mean? And people need to be called out on their bullshit. Like, I don't want people reporting shit back to me about my exes. I don't care. Go about your life. Leave me alone. But people love drama. They just do. They love it. Kira, more on why I may be holding myself back. Well, usually when we hold ourselves back, it has something to do with fear. And fear, right, it's bizarre, right? Because sometimes it's like what we're afraid of, we make happen to ourselves because we're afraid of it, but yet we cause it to happen. It's like, I'm going to dump you before you dump me because I'm afraid that one day you're going to dump me. I mean, that makes no sense, but yet people do stuff like that. It does look like there may be something around you where you have anxiety over in a certain area of your life. That could be the controlling thing that causes the fear that makes you hold yourself back. Regret. Five of Cups is usually regret. It could, I mean, like we're very complicated as humans. Sometimes we're actually more afraid of success than we are failure, and being afraid of the success makes us hold ourselves back so that we don't become successful because we're afraid of it, and we're more afraid of the actual success than we are of the failure. And it's like, it makes no sense, but it's totally true. Like, if you think about it for a second, like there have been situations, like, here's an example. I was going to do a Google ad for the channel because I thought, oh, maybe it'll be another way to promote the channel. But then I thought, well, what if I get too many people and I can't keep up with it? What if there are too many people that want to do privates and I just can't, I don't have enough time to do it? That's the fear of success. I wound up not doing it because for like money reasons, and also it was a little complicated, but that was initially what I thought. Like, what happens if there's too many people and I can't keep up on it? I like being able to answer people quickly. I don't want my turnaround to be a week. I would rather be able to get it done in a day and not keep people waiting, and have loyal people and be loyal to them, than have so many people, but it's not really personal. But once again, it's me being afraid of success, me being afraid of too much. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'll get it done. If it's one thing I know how to do, I know how to work, and I'm not afraid of work. But am I afraid of success? Am I afraid of really being loved? Am I afraid of really being, I don't know, whatever it is, but it's usually fear that makes us hold ourselves back. And it seems so stupid, but that's what happens. Like we we used to always, well, I won't say his name, not that he's watching, but my neighbor, she had 3 daughters, and then the son was the youngest, and nobody was going to get him in trouble. If he was going down, he was going to be the one to do it. He used to, like, if his sister said to him, I'm going to go tell mommy that you did that. Oh, no, you're not. I'm going to go tell mommy I did that. Like, he would throw himself right under the bus. No one else was going to do it for him. So it's like we kind of do that to ourselves. You know what? I'm going to fuck this up before somebody else tells me I fucked it up. Why? So anyway, you're holding yourself back. It's got to have to do with fear. And it could be in different areas of your life. I used to do it a lot with jobs. I would be afraid to get a better job because I guess I thought I wasn't capable, or I thought that I didn't deserve it. I think a lot of it comes back to worth and fear. And I think a lot of us suffer from that. I think it's really common. But, you know, it's not hard to remedy. You just, before you make a decision, you think about where you're making the decision from, and you've got the world at your feet, so you should be making good decisions moving forward. Jay, what could I expect with Amy when I return? She could be paying you a lot of attention. Happiness. She may be very nice to you when you return, but I don't know how soon you return. She may be genuinely concerned too. T-Bet, what can I expect from Lincoln? Okay, I don't know what your situation is, but listen to your intuition. There's possible romantic connection here that could move forward quickly. Taking time for rest, relaxation recharges your batteries. That's a side note. He may be the kind of person, though, 6 of Pentacles, that you're both putting in equal amounts of effort. You both equally get out of it what you put into it. Kira, what can I expect from Daniel? I did tell him to go away. Yeah, then he's going to pull his energy back. He's not going to he's not going to chase someone that told him to go away. It's just not how he is. You'll hear from him, but he may make it clear that he's not going to, he's not going to do this in and out. It's either we're moving forward and we're going to see where this goes, or we're not. I don't think he's not going to sign on for here today, tomorrow pull back. Now are you going to come, now we're going to hang out, tomorrow we're not. He's not going to do that. So if you really want him to go away, then he'll be gone. If you don't want him to go away, you can't keep doing this to him because he's not going to stand for it. He doesn't want that kind of a relationship. And he'll go. He'll leave. He'll be like, I'm not going to put energy into this. And then every other week she tells me to get lost. Maria, how will my trip be to Miami? Okay. Be good. Got the 10 of Pentacles, abundance, happiness. I don't know if you're going to visit someone or what you're doing in Miami, but it looks like you got good karma. There may be something mildly disappointing. I don't know what state you're coming from. If you're coming from New York, be prepared to quarantine for 2 weeks when you get home. So that could be the disappointment. And they're going to call you every day. Or they text you, but if you don't reply to the text, they call. It overall looks like it's going to be a good trip. I would just be prepared for that quarantine, depending on what state you go back to. Unless you're in Florida. If you already live in Florida, then you're fine. Like, I can go to New Jersey and come back from New Jersey, but you can't go too far because then you got to get quarantined. Although I don't know how they know whether or not you stay at home unless they're tracking the cell phone. But I don't know. This is getting really crazy. Anyway, overall, it should be fine. Maria, things to watch out for at work. Work looks pretty good. I mean, there may be an earth sign that's a pain in the ass, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But work looks pretty good. There may be a minor setback or disturbance towards the end of the year. It's not the biggest deal. Perseverance takes you and your career to the next level. So whatever it is, as long as you're putting in a lot of hard work, you'll be fine. You know how funny is it that I still have nightmares about my day job that I used to have? Like in not getting things done on time? How funny is that? Meanwhile, I left there in 2012. I'd be haunted. Ayanna, how does Walter feel about me? Friends or more? Okay, let's see. How does Walter feel about me? He may think that there's potential for more. 7 of Wands would be perseverance. Temperance card, you might need to have patience with the situation. 4 of Cups, he's thought about it before and the relationship could be strengthening. Coco, who's been fantasizing about me sexually? Sign. Okay, let's see. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Maybe a Sagittarius. Corrine, am I on the right path? For the most part, yeah. Doesn't mean that you can't fall off or take detours, but for the most part, yeah, you're on the right path. Jay, did my grandma attend her own funeral today? And what did she think? Oh, that's interesting. You know how I always feel? I don't know if this is true, but this is just how I always feel. Whenever I'm at a funeral, I always feel like the person is there thinking, why is everyone so sad? I'm right here. This is going to sound crazy. This is going to sound really crazy. A couple of years ago, I had a friend, it was one of the girls that worked at A&P. She was killed. She was hit by a car. And she was young. I don't know if she was 21, maybe. She was young. She had moved down to Florida. I think she was going to school down there. I don't remember. She just had a really sad story. There was a real sad story behind everything. Anyhow, and we went to her funeral. And this is going to sound so crazy. She was Muslim, so the women are in a different building. So we were in this other building. And it was almost as if I could see, I'm getting shivers. It was almost like I could see her in the middle. I don't know if you've ever been to a Muslim funeral. I'd never been before. The women were in a separate room, and like there were all couches around, and we were like, everybody was sitting on a couch, and if I felt like her spirit was in the middle of the room. I don't know why, and that she was wearing a white, almost like a Peter Pan kind of, like not Peter Pan, what's the Tinkerbell, but it was white. And I could like feel her like dancing around the room. It sounds so fucking crazy, but I almost feel like she was like, why is everybody like crying? I'm here. I'm okay. Sounds crazy, but that's how I felt. And I felt like I couldn't see her, but like I could feel it. And I don't know, I just kept feeling her in the center of this room. And it was like it was a big room. I think it was almost like two rooms. It was like an L-shaped room. Anyway, that's how I always feel. I don't know if that's just the way my psyche perceives it, or if it, I don't know. I think that she felt very at peace, guided by the divine and at peace at the funeral. I don't know if that's in my head. I don't know where I get that from, but every funeral that I'm at, I usually feel the person somewhere. I don't know if that's just the way I process it, though. Kira, I didn't mean to tell him to go away. Can I ask again, what can I expect next? I think you're going to hear from him. I don't think he's going away, but I think that he's going to give you space. And I don't know, I think that he's going to feel, I don't think he's going to want to go in and out, do the in and out thing. Either we're together or we're not. Either we're moving forward or we're not. But I think you're going to hear from him. Yeah, and he's thinking about things a lot right now. He feels a little hurt. I don't know what exactly you said to him, but he is feeling a little bit hurt. He's going to listen to his intuition. You're going to hear from him. See, he really, I think he felt like the two of you were on the right track. And I don't know what you said to him, but he feels, if he may be feeling a little hurt, you're going to hear from him. He's going to reach out to you, no doubt. I'm going to say probably before the end of the weekend, soon. April, will I get any promotion or raise at work? Just got a verbal thank you from the hard work I did last week. What would that buy me? Yeah, I know. I know. We really appreciate it. You could get a promotion or a raise. Yeah. Maybe not until early next year, though. Katie, is Christopher scared of me moving on, and does he still love me? Okay, let's see. Is he scared of me moving on? He comes up that he still does love you. But he doesn't come up as being afraid that you're moving on. Maybe because you're not moving on just yet. Or, no, he's not afraid of you moving on. I don't know, he might not think that you're going to right away. But it does show that he still cares very much about you. Noelle, is there somebody new coming in for me? Yes. You got three aces, 99% chance. Yes, you have a wish right there. Now, you got a couple of people. You got an Aries, a Sagittarius, and an Aquarius. All new. Queen S, does Y post on Instagram real for me? No, I didn't get any aces. No, I don't think he posts on there for you. Cinnamon, love for this weekend. Growth and transformation comes in around the love connection or a new love interest this weekend. Mihak, what's coming towards me in the near future? Moving on to greener pastures. Feeling prepared to move on to greener pastures, and you got some happiness coming in. Leaving regret and negativity in the past, and possibly spending time or connecting with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Sandy A, general. Starting a new journey that leads to financial stability. That's pretty good. You also got ambition coming in around you. The world is at your feet, feeling balanced, and you may be working on a creative project of some sorts that maybe that's what leads to the financial stability. Now, general love for the rest of December. Might feel like love's not really going anywhere or feel a little stuck in the mud, but you got some good karma coming back to you in love. Out of the clear blue sky when you least expect it, you may hear from a Virgo. I don't know if you got a Virgo around you, otherwise there's a Virgo coming in. Moving on to greener pastures. Yeah, and you could have success around a new relationship that's well balanced. Anybody here that I didn't get to yet? Merjan. Zebby's current feelings for me. He pulled back after I opened up about my feelings. He never had a girlfriend before, and I feel like he's scared of getting hurt or scared of love. He's a Virgo, and I'm a Leo. Yeah, he's feeling stuck, and he's feeling like he's waiting for his ship to come in. You might find that you hear from him out of the blue, or things move forward out of the blue. He's just might not be ready yet. But you guys have a nice connection. You got the Knight of Cups, and you have the potential for a committed relationship in the near future. Cause for celebration and a wish. You just might need to give it a little bit of time. I would back off a little bit. Give it a little bit of time, and then let him come forward. I think you will. Sonia, energy around love for me in 2021. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Please be careful with that card if you don't want children. But things should be moving forward for you. Zara, you could close them. Thank you. Jay, is my deceased grandfather with me? And what does he think of me? I never got to meet him. Oh no, my eyelashes are falling off. Is this her husband, the one that just passed? He thinks that you're strong, intelligent, capable. He thinks that you're going to be very successful. He's very proud of you. I don't know if you and him look alike or if there's some kind of similarities, but it's like feeling well balanced and like he feels like you remind him of him or something like that. I don't know. Family resemblance or family, even if it's not like a physical thing, a quality. It could be a quality. I don't know. I think that he has been with you. I think that I'm wondering if this is the, if she's reunited with him in the other life, if that was her husband. What's funny? Look, I never my grandfather's mom died very young. She died, I think, at 46, maybe. And my grandmother was pregnant with my mother at that time. And my mom died young. Now, growing up, like my grandfather used to always say, "Oh, you only have one mother," and I never realized that he was like in his 20s when his mom died. And I never realized that.